See, this is lecture number 8, topic transportation. We are going to study about blood vessels. I think all of you know that 3 types of blood vessels are there, and these blood vessels are, first one, artery, second type of blood vessels are called as vein, and third type of blood vessels are called as capillaries. So, these are 3 types of blood vessels. Basic difference between these 3 types of blood vessels, you know that artery always carry pure blood, that means always carry oxygenated blood. Regarding vein, it always carry deoxygenated blood. And these capillaries are always concerned with exchange of material between organs and the capillaries. Okay, now see, this artery, as I said, concerned with carrying pure blood, oxygenated blood, but one exception is there, that is about pulmonary artery. This pulmonary artery, it carry impure blood, deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs. So artery always carry oxygenated blood from heart to the different parts of the body. As this pulmonary artery also carry blood from heart to the lungs for purification, it will become pulmonary artery. For vein also, one of the exception is there, that is pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein, it carries oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. So these are the exceptions. Now we have to study about its position, where these arteries and veins are situated. These arteries are always deeply situated. Deeply means they cannot be visible superficially, present inside the inner parts of the body. So these deeply situated structures are there. Some exceptions are there. For example, brachial artery. Brachial means which is present in the region of hand. Femoral, which is found in the leg region, and radial artery, which is seen in the region of wrist. These are superficially present arteries. That means what is the condition? As I said, arteries are generally deeply situated, but brachial, femoral and radial arteries are superficially situated. That means these are the exceptions. Okay, so now about vein, they carry deoxygenated blood. Exception is pulmonary vein, and these are superficially situated. That means blood vessels which are seen on the surface of the body are generally veins. Then about their color, these arteries are generally visible as reddish in color. As they carry oxygenated blood, it looks reddish in color, and veins, as it carry impure blood, deoxygenated blood, it looks as bluish in color. Okay, so just now we have seen 4 differentiating points. First one is artery, carrying oxygenated blood from heart to the different parts of the body. Vein carry blood which is deoxygenated from organs to the heart. Exceptions pulmonary artery, and here exceptions pulmonary vein. These arteries are deeply situated. Exceptions are brachial artery, femoral artery and this radial artery. While veins are superficially situated, these artery, they are visible as reddish in color, and veins visible as bluish in color. Now we have to study about structure of blood vessels. We'll see structure of artery first. What is seen in the artery? Structure of artery. If you want to study the structure of artery, we have to take its transverse section. That means suppose this is a blood vessel artery. We have to cut it transversely. We will be getting a rounded section like this. So this rounded section of the artery, this type of artery can be seen in the section having 3 layers. This outermost layer of the artery, which is made up of connective tissue, it is called as tunica externa. Tunica externa, which is also called as tunica adventitia. Inner to tunica externa, there is one more layer. This layer which is present inner to tunica externa or tunica adventitia. It is made up of smooth muscle fibers. Along with this smooth muscle fiber, here it also show presence of elastic fibers. So these fiber-like structures, I think you remember about the elastic fibers, which is made up of protein elastin. So smooth muscle fibers plus elastic fibers are present in the middle layer, which is called as tunica media. Because of presence of elastic fibers in tunica media, arteries are more pulsatile. Then inner to tunica media, one more layer is there, and this inner layer of the artery, actually it consists of one of the basement membrane, and on this basement membrane there is a single layer of flat epithelial cells are present. This single layered flat epithelial cells, it is made up of endothelial cells. These are endothelial cells and arranged in single layer only. Okay, so these are the three layers structurally. This is the structure of artery, and this space which is present inside is called as lumen, which is the passage for blood. Okay, so this is the structure for artery. Tunica externa made up of connective tissue. Media is made up of smooth muscle fibers and these elastic fibers. Because of that, it is more pulsatile in nature. Remember that this tunica media is thick in case of artery as compared to vein, and this innermost layer is called as tunica interna, and this tunica interna is made up of flat endothelial cells, and the space is called as lumen. This is the structure in case of artery. If you are going to see about the vein, what is the condition? In case of vein, everything is remain same. What is the difference then? Here we can consider that this is outermost covering tunica externa, same material, connective tissue. Inner to that there will be tunica media. This tunica media, it is thin in case of vein, and here the innermost layer is made up of tunica interna, same structure of single endothelial cells. Single layer of endothelial cells are present. So diagrammatically you can see the difference. Tunica media is thin, and because of thin tunica media, lumen is broader. Lumen is broader in case of vein. This is the upper diagram which is for vein. Lumen is bigger or it is broader in case of veins, and lumen is shorter, smaller in case of artery because of thick media. In case of vein, there will be less elastic fiber, and because of that veins are less pulsatile also. This is the structure of artery and vein. Now we have to see the structure of capillary. These capillaries are very fine blood vessels, where these capillaries can be seen. If you see the structure of eye, that means in the eye you can see minute blood capillaries, and these minute blood capillaries are capillaries. Artery and vein consist of three layers in their wall, but in case of capillary, capillary only consists of one of the basement membrane, and there will be only a single layer of these endothelial cells which are made up of flat epithelium, flat squamous epithelial cells. What's the function? Whatever material is there inside the blood, suppose glucose is present, so from this blood capillary it can come out. It can come out for the cells. Whatever useful things should be given to the cell will come out from this blood capillaries. And some harmful substances like we can say carbon dioxide can be given into the lumen, or metabolic waste are there that can also be given inside the lumen of the capillary, which can be collected and given to the veins and venules. After that we have to see about the portal system. What's the meaning of portal system? This portal system means it starts in one organ in the form of capillary, and it ends also in the form of capillary in other organ. So what is this portal system? For portal system, one of the example given as hepatic portal system. What is this hepatic portal system now? See, if you remember, we have stomach here. This is the part of stomach. It continues into the first part of the small intestine called as duodenum, and it continues into the jejunum, ileum and all. And here this is the position of liver. So what happens? Blood vessels in the form of capillaries. From this small intestine, this different blood capillaries comes in the form of blood vessels or in the form of capillaries. All these capillaries, that means start in the form of capillary, collecting what? Collecting all end products of digestion. Then this blood vessel join together, all these capillaries join together, it enters into the liver, and again here it forms the capillary network. For what? Whatever useful substances are brought by this hepatic portal system, here in the liver it will be analyzed, whether to metabolize, whether to remove or what to do. So portal system start in the form of capillary in one organ. It ends in the form of capillary in other organ. This is the example, that is hepatic portal system. What is the meaning? Hepatic is liver. Okay, so hepatic portal system simply starting with capillaries in one organ and ends in the form of capillary in other organ.